Her children, one and all, we make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. Okay. Bongo. Interesting name. Here we go. Actually, you can take your leave. The ether here is more brilliant than I've ever seen. This doesn't strike me as particularly dangerous, unless one is afraid of lifts. With the ship in the way, I didn't even notice this was here. I should hope that Master Fortunal has more to share ere sending anyone stumbling into the ethereal sea. They must employ a full cohort of engineers just to maintain the lifts. Am I the only one feeling terribly nervous? Surely not. I doubt there's anything worth worrying over, not for Heideland's champion, at any rate. As a means of communing with the heart of the star, it is disappointingly mechanical in design. Well, it's only getting us where we need to go. It is not... As you all know, alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane, what we refer to as the ethereal sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thomazine. No sooner did the Forum decide to withdraw from Eorzea than we began to work on this facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the ethereal sea than ever before, in search of Heideland's ever fainter echoes. The Aitiascope? And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but since the 7th Umbral Calamity, it has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the center of the star than you have ever dared, beyond the Aitiascope. Even so, I make no guarantee that you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the ethereal sea. We understand, but if we are to deliver this world, we have no choice but to try. I know, I only wish we could do more than observe your progress from afar. The Aitiascope's ocular lens by which we may peer into the ethereal sea without placing ourselves at hazard lies above us. Through it, we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths, there are pockets of ether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. If you determine that you are at risk of coming into contact with such a pocket, we will call you with teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here to assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early, or too late. Please, allow me. Yeah, that makes sense. I have thought upon this much, and, in truth, I do not believe that I am fit to join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drained me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstripped my own. There's no time to have a weak link in your vanguard. no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. If I assist in the manner that Master Fortunato has laid out, however, I may still be of use. Will you trust me to do so? Yeah? I can think of none I'd trust more. Compared to all that effort you put into keeping us alive while our swords were on the first, preventing us from dissolving into ether in a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. That she would. You flatter me, but rest assured that I will be keeping a close eye on all of you. There's one more thing. Those in ages past referred to the Ethereal Sea as the Underworld, our final resting place. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet, what of those memories? Few think to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift on ethereal tides. Some theorize that they linger for some time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. In those depths, memories of the departed may even coalesce around you, for hatred or for love. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also to have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you, that they may lift you up once more. This will be a trip down memory lane. The Aitiascope, sorry. Small talk. I now understand why these facilities are so heavily guarded. If it fell into the wrong hands, the wisdom of Heidelin could be dangerous. That's true. However, that danger is not compared to what result. However, that danger is not compared to what would result should the common folk en masse venture into the Ethereal Sea unprepared, which they must certainly would if they thought it would allow them to speak to the dead. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Once that secret's got out, no rational argument could dissuade people from wanting to see their loved ones, no matter how ephemeral the meeting. Yeah, I did do the Dark Knight quest, thank you. We have always tried to do the right thing, but we have not always been kind nor merciful. I should not be surprised if some few harbored resentment for us as they passed on. We must face these truths and meet them as they come. Maybe our enemies are down there, but if we've beaten them once, we can beat them again. I'm more concerned about our meeting with Heidelin. We find our truth, but what if? No, I would rather not think on it. Let us move on. If some part of them remains in the Furious Sea, do you think... Forgive me, that's not why we're here, and no matter what happens, she'll always be with us, with Reen, most of all. She'd tell us to live for the here and now, to do what must be done, and we will. I've seen more than enough death in my time, friends, enemies, far too many to count. Once, revenge was all I lived for, all that hate, all that anger. What good did it do? None, that's what. Where I see it, there's no point living for the past. It's the present that needs protecting. If Heidelin be unwilling or unable to divulge Mateon's location, I shall see our comrades delivered to the moon, one and all. I pray, however, that this eventuality doth not come to pass. While even a sliver of hope remaineth, we must needs fight on. I hope to guide you via link pearl while you're inside, but given the density of the ether, I'm not sure how long the connection will hold. Even if you can't hear me, however, be assured that I'm watching over you. Once you're below, I should proceed through the Aitiascope to the Central Observatory. That is where the objective lens is located. You can manipulate it to direct an ethereal current deeper into the sea. But I shall assist you in every way possible. This is your journey to make. When you're ready, I bid you step forth. Alright. We are... It's a good question.
Let's give it our all.
Right then.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Let's take these. And see how it goes. I haven't taken RNG with me ever. So, let's do it now. Bing! Wow. This looks amazing. Alright.
All seems in order with the lens. And I trust you can hear me?
So far, so good.
Those things are pure malcontent. The residue of lives unfulfilled.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the little curtain, not curtain, threat. I was like, why can't I go there? Oh well. Sinking Resentment. That's a wonderful name. And there it is, what we saw in one of the trailers already. Just wondering when we would see this. Sinking cynicism. Arrogance.
We shall overcome this.
So far, so good. I'm not going to double pull to like in this dungeon. It's new. I want to actually enjoy it. I'm in no hurry to get through this.
Be gone!
Okay. Can't go there. Ethereal lens. Wow. This looks... interesting. Rivalry and more cynicism. Makes sense, I guess.
This will hurt.
This will hurt. I hope so. Okay, this opens up. That's a red flame. See, doesn't seem to be the first not dungeon, boss though. Maybe someone to help us. Ilber, yeah. I guess I would see you. The unrelenting. A rush of familiar wisdom, the memory of a principled scion takes form. Ooh. Try as you might to conceal it, you've always worried over much. So... Orange said, "Art thou with us still, Papalima? And try as you might to conceal it, you've always worried over much." Yeah, he did. Thank you. There's the first boss. See, Ilbert, you're not even good enough to be a dungeon boss anymore. You're just an obstacle on... Like, you're a door boss. Livia! Oh, hi there. Stained by the blood of our comrades. Frustration. You cannot take this from me. Never will I surrender my devotion, my love. Eh.
I will not hold back.
Together we shall overcome this.
Okay. Easy enough to discern, thank you. Well, again, never again will I yield to you. I'm gonna assume these will come back in a moment. Yeah.
Gloves
Oh.
are off.
Makes sense. They OD'd it ammo. Disparagement. Okay.
You're mine!
More frustration. Makes sense. I would also be frustrated if I were you. But hey, at least you're not Ilbur. You are actually a boss. Ether shot. We're going here.
Make ready.
Body at armor. Okay. Move over slightly. Guess we're just gonna stay here. My Lord Gaius.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
Oh. Okay.
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
That's fine. Abyssal plane. Yeah, we got a small little glimpse of this in, I think it was the launch trailer.
Together we shall overcome this.
Actually, let me double pull this one. Just to see if I can. Because I see a golden one here. So I'm thinking in a rush of familiar affection, the memory of valiant Archon takes form. Monbrida's dual Harken. Nice.
Be gone!
Yeah, I was hoping that it would be an AoE again. Meaning, double pulling this is actually a good idea because that ability did a good amount of damage. Savage A Materia 9. In a rush of familiar delight, the memory of a kind-hearted knight takes form. The people of Ishgard won't forget you. We now have for 20 seconds damage up and vulnerability down. It's not much, but it is appreciated. Certainly not enough to kill this row of monsters, or even double pull it.
Be gone!
But appreciated nonetheless, thank you. I love this so far, this is amazing. Ascension, partiality. Alright. Seconds on fighter flight. Right. No magic combo needed for this pull. Alright, who shall it be for boss number 2? We started, interestingly enough, with Ritataten. Oh no, regret for a duty unfulfilled. As my life belongs to the Empire, in death I shall serve. Really?
I will end this farce.
See? Ritataten. Tartarian Impact. That is all you are. A farce. At least to your Stola, which you do. Vaxilatio.
Make ready!
Okay. That looked certainly interesting.
I will not hold back.
Ooh. Shrapnel shall crumble before me. You know what? No. I think I would. I appreciate the offer, but it's just not enticing enough. No tank buster? Aww. Last time you did this, you had a tank buster for me. I'm disappointed.
Be gone!
Boink. Boink. Look, I'm not even going to use any mitigation for that one. Just because I like you.
You're mine!
Turn now to the star, that thy loyalty might serve better ends. Lord and Melsa, again, I failed you. Yeah. Yeah, you do. So we're going back, interestingly enough. Whee! I didn't see who that was. Ooh. Might have been Minfilia. But not sure. I have to go in here with Thankman at some point. I mean, I will. I need to level them up anyway, after all. Okay. We know you would come. The truth lieth ahead. Not entirely sure who that was. Or would be, rather. We had Papalimo, Moonbreeder, followed by Horsefall. I'm probably just too tired to figure it out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out who else died of the Scions. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Are they content? Okay. It was Winfilia. I want to make sure.
Gloves are off.
But yeah, it makes sense. Oop. Just continue casting. It makes sense that it's Winfilia. I wonder what Thagrid says here. Midnight Downwell. Parity and one more enemy. Sinking regrets. Currently regretting not pulling you as well. But I know it was only one enemy. Should have done so. So, who is our last boss?
You underestimate me!
Who would hate out of all of the people? Let's have a look.
So headstrong, stubborn to the last.
Yeah.
This is as far as you go.
Oh, hi there, Amon. Been done yet.
Oblivion beckons.
Sundered Soul, Amon the Undying. Okay. Funny Pack. Loss and grief beyond measure. Makes sense.
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far.
Oh.
You will persist in this folly no longer.
Be gone! You underestimate me!
Ooh. That looks cool.
The stage is set.
Away with you.
Well. I screwed that one up. Not gonna stand in front of that, thank you very much. Right, Firegar Forte. Okay. Let's see what you did there. Would have probably done something about that one.
Let the curtains rise!
Uh-huh.
Main attraction!
Curtain call, of course, of course. Wouldn't be a fight against Amon without curtain call. Hi, Shiva. Oh, that is amazing.
I will not hold back.
Okay, I love this. We have now 2 of these. Ow. Left Firegar Forte.
This will hurt.
This will hurt. Wasn't too bad. Fandaga Forte.
Together we shall overcome this.
Right, Firegar Forte.
Away with you.
That was... yeah, the AoE. Okay.
Time to end this!
Eruption Forte. Left Firegar. Right Firegar. And we're done.
Lies! All lies!
Hey, by the way, can I ask you a question or
Your
two?
dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies!
We did it, fam. Okay. Isael, such was the strength of her faith in us. Some things can't be washed away. I sense yet a presence. I would certainly hope so. He's not gone. Life is a struggle, but it's worth... whatever. Hey, Yashtola, can you please talk to me? This is becoming tiresome. Alright. There's still something here. Aetherius, earring of slaying. Ouch.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this to him.
Yeah, I think it's better if we do this.
Come to deal the coup de grace.
Just closing the final curtain.
Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Do you recall your days as Hermes?
How would you know that name?
That would obviously work for both.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Aitiascope. The final pieces fall into place.
He does remember.
In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories.
Sounds familiar.
But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos.
Yeah, makes sense.
Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul.
Once he died,
Failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next.
only got worse, I guess.
I wonder, is Aitiascope adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly.
God, Aitiascope must be furious.
But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
Oh?
I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The
Zadie.
world his dominion. Yet even he and this vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all?
I know what I want to reply to that.
Betray. We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand.
No.
It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution. That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
Oh, no. You were hoping for a different answer. That's why...
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Van still clinging to existence, I see.
Oh.
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls, as do I. We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns.
What are you doing here? Why are you a different soul?
Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Is that Arcee?
Isn't...
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
Of course not.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist.
You're not that happy.
But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos.
Aww.
I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Lol.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
Wow. Next time we will find the answers together. I like the idea of that. Right.
Even here, even now, you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was. For the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes, the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again. You had better hope not.
Yeah, I'm glad the day I have to see Asahi again is too soon.
Come. Heidelin is waiting.
Is she though? I certainly hope so, but is she?